astral projection kind of hurt my ears a little bit.
There we go. Okay, so just take a deep breath now. Just take a deep breath. I know we're rolling, I know we're live. Right. And I bring up the love and light thing. See what he thinks. Why? Because it's proven. This is cellular memory. He knows that already. State of the art. Why don't you go back to something that that just interests us? You're doing it again. Okay, all right. Just stick with the subject. Okay, well, you heard the new Juvenile song? That shit off the chain. Music. Yo, it's a 40 on the dash. Come on, nigga. I could turn the treasure on.
Astral projection.
Okay, yeah. Astral, please. Like, chill. This is very important to me, dog. Why you think I ain't leave the house in fucking 5 hours? I've been waiting for this for fucking 4 months. Gentlemen, welcome to our get to the point. Collective meeting of the mind. I'm gonna take over in a minute. Don't die. It's astral projection. Astral projection. Are you sitting so close to it? Back up a little bit. First of all, Jamaica, have you ever had an experience like that, or that you think may have been an experience like that? Because I have, and I would like to get your all right, listen, what you experienced, if possible.
Well, it can happen accidentally, and you can also do it yourself. But accidentally, you return back to yourself. When you try to do it now, you can lose yourself. And when you lose yourself, back here on the third dimension, they will have said that you died of natural occurrences.
It's not about you right now, so please, dog. I'm trying to talk to the man too now. Because now he's live on camera. Please, give me a second to talk to him too now. I'm talking to both of you. There's fucking 30 people there. Yeah, because you're getting me fired up. Okay, listen. So when we're talking about this astral projection leaving our body, it's like, it's like dreaming, lucid dreaming. But it takes practice like it does with everything else. Now, that part right there, to be honest with everybody, have I done it? Fuck yeah. It's amazing. There's several different ways to put yourself anywhere. There's several different ways. There's several different ways to skip levels. There's secrets out there that it's conspiracies. But who's, you know what I'm saying? Right? Go ahead. Anything you want to say on that?
Yeah. I would say I agree, except for the lucid dreaming part, because it feels that way, but it's more removing the veil from your eyes, and I feel like we're dreaming right now. This is the dream. When you astral project, whether accidental or purposely, that is reality. That is real. Everything you see is real. That's why it's tied into death, because now if you play around with it too much and you get too deep into it, you die. Well, at least here, you die. You'll be
The energetic activation of the 7:7:7 vortex allowed for the divine feminine and masculine energies to merge and join in a sacred union. The union was created within the energy of the Lion's Gate, which is ruled by the sign of Leo, representing creativity and passion. This union has already resulted in a huge amount of shifting on a physical level, and the energy of this
little mist of spiritual information somewhere else.
What's up?
Did Did you hear anything?
I'm at the crib now. Need some money. I told you the only thing I got is what's it called? I just dropped all the money off over there. My bad, man. I had a phone call, man.
No worries.
Talking about bring me some money, man. Like, dog, I've been trying to tell you to make some money with me, and now. It's just, I keep telling you, just tell me what. It's just all bullshit. But so you're saying with I'm sorry because it I should have just declined it, but I need to
we
switch
ask
phones
you to
anyway.
pause
So
for a moment and turn inwards as you quickly move into your sacred heart center. Take a deep breath and tap into your sacred mind as well. Now ponder these questions. What is it that you yearn for above all things? What is missing from your life that affects everything you think, feel, and do? The answer is sacred love, dear hearts. We do not mean love as you now experience it in the physical realm, but the sacred love of your oversoul higher self, the many facets of...
Oh, I was saying, astral projection, I agree with you, except for the lucid dreaming part. When you astral project, it's like the removing of the veil, or like Neo coming out of the Matrix. They take that thing off your face, you know, they unplug you, and then you see the world for exactly what it is. Now, when that happens, when you get too deep into that, you could end up losing your place marker here in this time where we are, this dimension. Like,
that's what happened to me.
Right. So that is the reality. That is everything. And when you do it purposely, it can have some serious consequences. Because once you lose yourself, that's it. If you can't find your way back to your body, oh man, you lost.
Yeah, but the thing is what if you're not attacking, but you're coming from a place of straight truthfulness, genuineness, harmony, love, peace for all. Where there's no hate, none of that. Where you're trying to just get that switch just completely removed from the hard drive.
Then, if that's the place you're coming from, then it will happen on its own. It will do it without your permission, and you will find your way back. Now, if you are coming from a place of falsehoods and what's another word for it? False feelings. And
how do you discern the difference, though?
The love and the harmony and the peace, those happen automatically. The universe runs on that. When you are coming from a place of hate and all those negative energies, you're going into antimatter now. That's a whole different part of the universe.
That's where you can manipulate the energy and almost the reality around you, though. There's good in there too, though.
There is, but not when humans use it. Not antimatter. Oh no. We are bad.
Not antimatter, but I'm talking about just straight, like, energy.
Oh yeah, that energy inside of us. We have two parts. We have the whole, which is one. Then we have the good, which is the matter, and then we have the bad. That's the antimatter. That makes three. Just so you know.
So,
because you can combine them and have a balance. I mean, most people live or try to find that balance. I just try to find just the positive.
That's what I'm saying. What are you questions about? I swear to God, if the questions are crazy, no, because this is. Listen, do you know how long it takes me to get a conversation with him? I'm just saying. So go ahead. What is it?
But so okay, so can
name? So
just talk. It doesn't. He has no name.
all right. Still on the subject of astral projection, when it happens inadvertently, which I feel that it has happened to me, but I want to get your understanding of when it happens inadvertently to see if it's anything similar than when it happened to me. Because you said when you do it on purpose, you could, have have a permanent out of body experience. Correct?
Right.
So, if I could just explain briefly, I was, it's been 6 or 7 times throughout my life. I was in my bed, I woke up, felt a presence behind me, paralyzed with fear, could not turn around for the life of me, could not scream, could not do any of that. Have you ever heard any of those symptoms associated with astral projection?
Of course.
I hate because you might freak out. I don't know if you can handle that truth. I don't know.
Look, I need to hear this because I think I know it.
Hold on, I'm on 1%. Fucking this phone. Oh, thank God. Go ahead, talk to me.
Okay, so yeah. So these extras you were talking about, I'm ready for them because I think I know. But are you talking about the dark tall figure?
Oh man, you seen it? Oh man.
Okay, all right. So, all right. I need. My boy's gonna come back in the room. Okay, we did hear this. We just need to hear this. Okay. I mentioned that our dark. I mentioned that.
He said, "Oh, you want to talk about that?"
Okay, all right. So, yeah, and thank you for your time, by the way. So, yeah, can you tell me more about this figure? Because it's been multiple times, and that's when it happened, and I could not turn around, but I knew it was there, or he was there.
Was it the same figure?
He was tall and stood in the corner of the door, in the crevice of the door in my room, and I knew he was.
Do you know? Is there a familiarity with that person, or not? A familiarity with that being. Is it the same being or is it different?
It's always the same being, even if I don't see him.
All right. Bet. I need you to this name, and it's a warning, but don't freak out. This is who you experience. Put that in Google and look it up.
What was the word?
You can't say
exactly what the books say. You get your behaviors.
There's different spellings for that, isn't there?
You get your actions.
No, just type that in Google.
Your mind and body working together. The moment you do that, you have new experience. In the presence of your enemy, all of a sudden, you start to feel compassion. You start to feel.
Hey, so when we're astral projecting or whatever, right?
The moment you begin to feel that emotion.
Is there a way to manipulate any of this for the positive? If we come together like this and do it together.
If it happens on its own, then yes.
But it's happening on its own.
Right, by yourself.
Yeah, but I'm trying to talk about, when two or more,
Well, you still need the key. If you're not given the key, and you force your way in that door, your size like vaporize. Let's say 3 or more people tried to do that, and they are successful. They vaporize. That's it. Game over for third dimensions.
So what's the purpose of this then?
When it happens accidentally, then you see the world.
But okay,
you can actually witness the world.
Yeah,
everywhere. You can, anywhere.
You can feel it though.
Yeah.
When I speak of this electricity to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Other people, when I say it to them, they I don't think they understand. Because I'm telling you, I'm connected to the ground. That's
right.
Who connected me. The ground connected me. I have, I feel I have nobody here with me, except for right now, and as I control what's coming in to I'm not in control though. I'm not in control though. But I'm in control of what I can be in control of.
Intellectually understood. So
And
we could say knowledge is for the mind.
Do you think it matters if I sit here and just, like what I've been listening to, and just put it out there for anybody to listen to? Do you think that makes a difference in my day-to-day life?
I think so.
To just me or to other individuals as well?
Where's that?
If they're not on the same thinking level as you, then they will just be diving into a pool of confusion.
They'd get a headache.
Yeah. Their body will naturally rebel whatever they're hearing. Did your friend look up that name yet?
I don't know. Did you look it up yet?
Yes, that's what I thought it was.
Did you hear him?
No, I didn't hear him.
He said that's who he thought it was.
Yeah, that it's like, if you ever seen like Christmas movies or like the Grinch on Christmas, where the supposed fairy comes and shows you what would happen if you continued on your current road, if you kept being ungrateful or whatever, if you kept being bad, what would happen, how your family would feel, this, that, and the third. A lot of Christmas movies have that analogy. Well, that's basically what it is.
Oh, the spirit that comes fucks your shit up.
What about the pyramids, man? I want to talk about some, the 5G. Okay, you stay, it's already up and running because do you understand? You say you're the only one ever to. If you would have never told me that, I would have never known.
Right.
And the thing is remember when I told my homeboy, he said, "Oh, I'm gonna love it," and you said the complete opposite. And all three of us are spiritual, so because and the reason why he said he's gonna love it is because if you think about it from a business standpoint, and to generate that fabric, it's probably gonna be amazing. Like, look at Bitcoin.
Right.
I mean, I don't even know how it's doing anymore, but I'm sure it's still doing amazing. And it gets me furious because, the same people that have been telling me about, the Palladians and the aliens, and I'm talking about for 10 years now. The same people have been telling me about Bitcoin for fucking 4 years. And I just never went with it. So now I've lost major amounts of fabric that I don't even care about. But it's like now I got this legal shit going on. And if my kids, if I had bunked